Hello, everybody. I hope that God is blessing you today. Whatever you're doing, you are pathfinders, you are leaders, you are everything that God has called you to be at this moment. I hope that you are enjoying the program that has been put together for you. This is Pastor Armando Miranda. I am the Associate Youth Director for the North American Division, and I greet you today from my perfect spot. This is what I call a little perfect spot. I have a little creek. It's about a 3-minute walk from my house. It's a little wooded area that I get to enjoy every now and then. I get to see, just kind of experience a little seclusion from the noise in my house. I got 3 kids, and between all of them, there are moments that I just need some time and just kind of like a place where I can kind of just not hear much. I just hear the creek and everything. But I just want to share with you today a short message. The Lord is good with me, and I have been enjoying time at home. I know that COVID-19 has shifted a lot of plans in ministry and the things we do. But one of the things that I have enjoyed the most is actually going biking. I have been able to go bike with my sons into the woods. We go mountain biking. Of course, it's not mountain, it's more like hill biking. But we enjoy it. Sometimes we go 2-3 times a week, 6-7 miles every time. And one of the most favorite parts of that is when you're done. When you're done and you haven't fallen and you're good. I mean, who doesn't like not to fall? So I've fallen a few times. I got some bruises and some cuts, but so far no broken bones. Everything is fine. This few months I haven't fallen that bad. But one of the few challenges that I get to enjoy when I go trail biking is those climbs. Have you experienced those climbs? Not even trail biking. When you're running, have you experienced that? Running uphill, it does not get easy the moment that you keep going up. If you bike enough, if you run enough, you know that those things are painful. You kind of look and you're going down a hill and you're like, yay! But then you got to figure out and you remember that if you go down, there's a moment that you got to go up. And so that's the case with that little trail that we go to. There's one big uphill. It's not like a mile, but it's like about a quarter mile. Slow going up, slowly. And when you think about it, I always is around mile 5 of the 7 miles. So after 5 miles of biking, I get to this uphill climb, and I'm, sometimes my legs are already shot. But as a biker, you want to achieve those things. You push yourself to it, and every time I come in my mind, I'm like, oh boy, here we go, the climb. I know it's coming. I know I gotta do it because it's part of the trail, and I'm trying to think about it. I'm trying to make it happen, but sometimes I don't get to it. I get to half of it, to less than half of it. I get down on the bike and I'm panting. My legs are cramping, or at least they feel burning. I'm panting, huffing and puffing, and I'm looking up and I'm sweating and I'm all those things, but the beautiful thing is when you get to the farthest up, when you finish that climb, even if you're walking and you get on the bike and you start going downhill again, oh, it's beautiful, It's one of those things that I've drawn a few things, lessons from that, and I want to share them with you today. Actually, think about it. I've been doing this for a few months now, and every time I go, it gets better. If I stop going, it doesn't get better. I got to restart doing things. But going uphill, with a bike, it gets better after a while. You get better at it. So that's one of the lessons that I want to share with you. Sometimes in ministry, you think, well, I'm not good enough, or I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. Nobody has, and so you don't do it often, or you try not to do it. But I got to tell you, the more that you practice ministry, the more that you are, engaging in ministry and in Pathfinders, adventures, whatever you do, it's amazing. It gets better. It's not easier. It never gets easier, but it gets better. One of the things that, the other lesson that I want to share with you is that when you're riding in your ministry, when you're doing ministry, when you're living life for Jesus, there are going to be moments that you already know. It's going to get tough. You already know. It's not going to be easy. You already know. It's like, man, something bad is coming up. You know, one of those times where, hey, everything happens for a reason, but at the same time, it's like, you know, something bad is going to happen, or you're feeling something tough is going to happen. Is at that moment, you know, when you you got to kneel on your knees, and you got to say, Lord, help me visualize this. Help me figure things out. Help me find a way through this. Before you even get to that moment, you got to be on your knees. You got to be thinking about how are you going to do this? How all the, you know, possible outcomes. And you got to pray, God, help me through this. This is one of the things that I think when I'm going down the hill and I'm like, okay, I gotta, you know, the big hill's coming up, and I'm already thinking, how far am I gonna go? Am I gonna push this, or I'm gonna do that? I'm gonna try it, and so I'm visualizing. So you gotta visualize things. You gotta pray and say, God, help me visualize this. I don't know what is gonna happen, but I'm trusting that you have already selected me and put me in this place to go through this. Lesson number 3. You know, when you're in it. When you get into your uphill, it gets tough. It's not easy. Sometimes your hills take everything out of you. Sometimes you become so, you know, you start huffing and puffing in every single situation. You start feeling the pain in your heart and your legs and your mind, and you start saying, man, I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it. But, you know, like, I go with my son into these trails, and we cheer each other up. You know, you can do it, Dad, or you can do it, Samuel. Go, 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 go. And I tell him, you got to find yourself a squad. You got to find yourself a squad that will be your ride or die in ministry. And I'm not talking about your wife only, or your spouse only, or your significant other only. I'm talking about a squad of people who will ride with you no matter the circumstance. And when you're down, when you're feeling down, they will come and say, keep going, let's go, let's keep going, we can do it, we can do this, we got to make it. God has called us into this, and God is going to make a way. Your squad in circumstances where you get temptations, whatever happens in your life, you got to have a squad by you. Yes, you do. And, you know, like Hebrews chapter 12 verse 1 says, you know, forgetting everything. I mean, we're looking and we're surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses who are basically cheering you on. We focus on Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith, and we hear this cheerleaders saying, go, you can do it, go ahead, keep going, keep at it, you can do it. That's what we need. We need a squad. That's lesson number 2, because even in the tough times, they will be with you. Lesson number 3. Lesson number 4, and the last one today, I want to share with you. You know, even if you don't get to go all the way up on your bike, I've learned this. You know, I've gotten off the bike in the middle of the trail going up, and my lungs are burning, my legs are burning, I'm panting, huffing and puffing. But I say, you know what, let's keep going. Let's keep going up. And I carry myself and I carry my bike all the way up. Sometimes it's not going to get easy in your life. Sometimes you're going to be almost about to quit. You say, why am I doing this? Why am I going through this pain? Know that Jesus is with you. Know that he has gone through an uphill climb already. He went up Mount Calvary and he finished what he started. So that's my call to you today. That even when you're feeling like quitting and you're saying, you know what, is this too painful, too much, I just can't. That you just keep putting one step in front of the other. Say, Lord, help me. I can accomplish this in your name. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. And you keep putting one foot after the other. And you keep going, because even though you may not finish quick, this is actually not a sprint. This is a marathon. And you got to put one foot in front of the other. By the time you get to the top, you're going to understand. You're going to look back and you say, man, that was tough, but God helped me and I made it. You know, it brings so many texts to my mind. Joshua 1:9, have I not commanded you to be strong and courageous? Do not be terrified. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. And I say, well, even in the uphill climb, the Lord God will be with me wherever I go. Even in the uphill climb, he will walk with me. Even though it feels like it's a valley of the shadow and death, I will fear no evil because he's with me. So I will walk uphill. with my squad or without my squad sometimes, and I will be grateful because the Lord is with me. He has called me by my name, and so I am His. And so this is the 4 lessons. Once again, once you get to go, lesson number one, you get to go into a trail. The more you practice, the more you do it, the better it will get, the better it will be for you. Number 2, when you're about to get into that trail, you have to be on your knees visualizing the situation. You got to be thinking, how am I going to get through this? You got to pray about it. You got to think about it. You cannot just jump and say, okay, let's wing it. No, if you are in the Christian life, you got to be on your knees. Number 3, when you are going up, get your squad. Let's cheer each other up. Let's keep going. A great cloud of witnesses, like Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1 said, a great cloud of witnesses. Let's cheer each other up. And number 4, even though you feel like you're about to quit, even though it feels like it's just painful, don't quit. Keep going. God is with you. He is walking with you, and He has given you what you need. So I pray today that you're encouraged, that you understand that He has called you, that He has given you a special place, and that He has given you special tools and everything that you need to go through tough times. And He has given you even that squad. You just got to pray for it, and you got to stick together. You got to work together, cheer each other up as you go through this uphill climb that is this life. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord make His face shine upon you and grant you peace. It is my prayer for you today, Pathfinders. Pathfinders strong. Leaders strong. Let's go, everybody. Let's keep going until Jesus comes. May God bless you. Bye.